How's it going, everyone? Today, we are going to be getting into Squid Game Season 3. This, I believe, is going to be the last season. This is the end of the story. I'm so looking forward to where they plan on going with this. I don't know if I'm in the minority with this opinion, but I think I enjoy Season 2 more than Season 1. I don't know if that's just because of, I watched it more recently, or if it's because I watched the first season. I watched that several times. I've watched several reactions to it, and then the second season came out, and it's just more fresh to me. But I don't know. There's something about the characters in Season 2 that I really love. I really loved how that season opened with them trying to get back into the games, the recruiter guy and all his insanity, all the new characters we met once we got back into the games. Thanos, R.I.P. I'm gonna miss him. And Player One, the front man, has gone back to being the front man. I feel like things are gonna feel very different going forward now, but there was a lot to really love about Season 2 for me, so I'm really excited to see where they go here. Let's just go ahead and jump into it. If you're interested in watching full-length reactions, then feel free to check out my Patreon. I will be ahead in episodes over there by the time you see this on YouTube. I also post lots of other movies and TV series over there, so if that's something you're interested in, then feel free to check that out. Picking right off where we left. Oh! And the father of that little girl. 246. Oh! I remember him getting shot, but I just hope that he would be okay. Oh. He's gonna get saved. Keys and knives. What kind of game is this? How is this? Are they gonna go right back into the games? What are all the characters, all the people who were so obsessed with one more game? Like, how are they gonna feel now that all this has happened?
왜 갑자기 이런 이쁜 짓을 하는 거야?
어차피 죽을 놈들 장기로 살 수 있는 사람들 살리는 게 뭐가 나쁜 건가 싶더라고.
지금이라도 깨달았으니까 다행이네.
Playing along.
나도 구경 좀 시켜줘. 우리 이미 한배를 탄 사이 아니야?
Oh god, she's got her own game to play now. I was pretty sure that was her that was like saving him. That's the only thing that makes sense, but I don't remember names exactly. I need to refresh myself with names, and she had her mask on. I knew she was a triangle, but they're bringing a box in here. Is that going to be who I think it is? Oh! That's not who I thought it was going to be. Why? I wonder why they brought him in a box. Just to freak them out? I thought it would be his friend who got shot at the end of last episode.
어제 술 얼마나 마셨어?
술로 다니는 소주병 세보니까 꽤 마셨더만.
And this snake, the captain.
술 취해가지고 오바이터로 나왔다가. 무슨 소리요?
아니, 새벽에
Someone needs to catch on to what this captain is up to.
그때 우리가 사람들께서 더 찾아볼 걸 그랬네.
빨리 근처부터 수색해보자.
Put it together.
술 마시고 그 날씨 바다에 빠졌으면 살아있을 리도 없고 시체 찾다가 시간 다 보낼 거야? 어? 산할 안에 섬 찾아야 된다면서.
가까운 항구로 가서 새로 들어온 기사를 데려옵시다.
It makes sense to move on. I mean, even if they do think he might still be out there, we know he's dead and he's probably not going to last long, even from their perspective and he just fell overboard. It makes sense that they would move on, but I want them to catch on to the captain. Jung-bae, that was his friend. What must they all be thinking of him right now? He took charge with the guns and went out and had a whole shootout. None of them came back, except for him.
정배 씨는요?
잘 봐. 네 영웅놀이의 결과가 어떤 건지.
Oh, yeah, and something happened to him last episode. He got totally freaked out. I really like his character a lot. Money still goes up.
현재 남은 참가자는
Just another game.
6억. 1인당 상금은 6억 6.
Look at these freaks. Big smile on your face. What is wrong with you?
왜 나만 살려둔 거야? 왜 날 안 죽였어? 왜 나만 살려둔 거야? 왜? 쏘라고 이 새끼.
Oh, wow.
왜 나만 살려둔 거야? 나를 안 죽일 거야.
The front man wants you to be here to watch what happens. His character is so interesting, the front man. Everything that he did last season, I just was so twisted, but confusing sometimes.
드론 기사 새로 구해가지고 다시 나갈 계획입니다.
He communicates directly with him,
절대로 이성을 찾게 해서는 안 돼.
알겠습니다.
and he knows his brother is searching for the island. He's being told everything. He's being fed the information directly from the captain himself. Keeping tabs on his brother.
상황이 나빠지면 어떡하죠?
다 죽여. 형사도 같이.
The captain probably doesn't know that it's his brother, but of course he would let him kill his brother. Oh, there's way less of them now.
투표해 주세요.
Between the huge fight that happened the night before the shootout and then the shootout itself, there are so few X's left.
셋.
You've got him handcuffed to the thing. I guess he just has to say it.
6번은 투표를 포기하였으므로 기권으로 처리하겠습니다. 투표해 주세요.
One less X vote. Please, hopefully some of these people change their minds. I mean, you know, the games are going to keep going. It just is what it is.
잡아먹으니까 편하게 하세요. 자유롭게 합시다. 눈치 보지 말고
Is she going to change her mind just because of how hopeless everything has been? One less X vote. These idiots, you're all going to die. Brainless. Ah, poor Gi-hun. I'm so sad for him. What a terrible time this has been.
관리자 8명, 병정 27명입니다. 부족한 병정은 일꾼에서 충원하고 VIP들이 곧 도착한다.
They took out quite a few of them. And we still have the VIPs coming. Wonder if it's the same VIPs from the first season or some new ones.
북한에선 여자도 군대 간다며 거기서 배웠어? 먹고 살기 힘들어서? 큰 사고라도 쳤어? 우리 둘이 한 배를 탄 사이라며. 그럼 서로 좀 알아야 되지 않겠어? 여기도 데이트하기 좋은 데가 있는데.
A date?
내가 이 아래 받은 데가 있어. 너도 좋아할 거야.
She's gonna find a way to make this guy stop talking.
투표 결과에 따라 내일 다음 게임을 속행하겠습니다.
And look how disproportionate it is now. I mean, at least hopefully now the yes side will feel like they don't have to attack the no side. Maybe they'll give it a rest for a night.
456번 혹시 이게 다 당신 작전이었어? 사람들 꼬셔서 데리고 나가서 한꺼번에 싹 다 죽인 거지? 아까 그럼 막 자기도 죽이라고! 그런 게 쉬운 거예요?
아, 저 인간 소름 돋네.
맞아. 싹 죽여준 덕분에.
Just rubbing it in.
자, 우리 감사의 박수 한번 쳐드립시다. 감사합니다.
어리석은 놈. 네가 여기 온 건 네 뜻이 아니라고.
Forgot about this lady. This lady's a moron. I hate her creepy stares.
들리지? 네 귓가에서 지르는 네 친구들의 비명소리만 죽는 순간까지 그 비명소리를 듣게 될 거야.
Wow, they're really just making me want to root for this entire side to die. That's what you deserve. I can't even imagine how the next game is going to go. Gi-hun, I don't think is he even going to try?
괜찮아. 걱정하지 마.
Oh, she's going to take all these guys out and get him out of here. Get the player out of here.
이제 한 배를 타기로 했으니까.
Wow, he really connected to that whole we're in the same boat now thing.
근데 우리는 서로 믿으니까 비밀이 없어야지.
That was creepy. That was a creepy interaction. These guys all give me very, very bad vibes. I mean,
지금까지 너 때문에
they're taking part in all this, so of course they are, but still.
처음부터 제대로 보여줄게.
Don't touch me.
아직 살아있지? 의식을 잃은 거.
What is she gonna do? She has to do something, right? You saved him for a reason. Oh my god.
멈춰.
Okay.
불러서.
I was surprised she put her gun down in the first place. Put them off their guard, I guess, for a second. But she is clearly way more skilled with guns and everything than they are.
내가 왜 북에서 내려왔는 줄 아니? 너 같은 중대장놈 대가리에 알아봤어.
I guess we're not in the same boat now. Damn. She is kind of an insane character.
나 이놈들은 한패가 아니야.
이 사람 못 살리면 너도 죽어.
Hey, that's an incentive. Damn. Her character is so interesting, but also very scary. She's very unpredictable, I feel like. I mean, I like that she's obviously going to save this father that she's come to have a strange caring for, mostly because of his daughter. So she obviously has some empathy in her, but the things she can do despite having that empathy, that little shred of empathy, it's just crazy. I'm so glad Player 120 made it back here before ending up like everybody else that left.
너 고구마 좋아하잖아.
Just a whole sweet potato.
선생님,
This guy trying to make her back away from him.
우리 다 살리려고 그런 거.
제가 어떻게든 탄창을 가지고 갔어야 했는데.
It wouldn't have mattered. This was going to happen regardless.
나도 보고
Oh,
보고 여기 있는 사람들.
it's not his fault either. He
씨가 탄창 챙겨서 나가려다가 그냥
had like a panic attack.
이런다고 죽은 사람이 돌아오나?
I don't think this would have ended up any other way, honestly. Even if they had had all the magazines that they were waiting for. It might have helped for a little while longer, but
우리 다 빠졌어.
how is he even going to compete in the next game? Because they're clearly going to throw him in regardless of how he's feeling right now. Is he going to blame him? He had like a whole panic attack. Whatever happened to him, it wasn't his fault. He was clearly so totally freaked out that he couldn't do anything.
네, 무슨 얘기요? 말씀하세요.
So the captain's a little bit suspicious, right? Hopefully we talk about that.
박 선장 말이야.
Yes.
빠졌을 때 구해줬다 그랬지?
네, 그때 절 구해서 병원까지 데려다 주신 분이에요.
It's a little bit convenient, don't you think?
어제 밤에 그 밖에서 뭔가 소리가 나서
I'm so glad they're putting this together. Thank God.
그때 박 선장이 이 손에 뭘 들고 있는 것 같더라고. 드라이버.
거기 누구야? 아, 최이사.
긴 했어도 분명히 봤어. 드라이버를 들...
I'm so glad that this part of the storyline is going to make some progress, hopefully.
박 선장님이 드론 기사 실종이랑 관계가 있다고 생각하시는 거예요?
내가 촉이 좀 좋은 편이거든. 그 사람 뭔가 좀 껄쩍지근한 데가.
제 생명의 은인이고 지난 몇 년간 그 사람 찾는 걸 도와주신 분이에요.
Yeah, and you haven't had any success.
그냥 좀 느낌이 세야.
그날 밤에 최 이사님도 드론 기사랑 같이 술 드셨죠? 그만 돌아가서 주무세요.
Well, that didn't go well. But at least he's put the seed in his mind that it's a possibility. Because I don't think he ever would entertain the possibility before this. But now he's planted the seed. Maybe he'll notice something suspicious of his own and start to question it himself. That's all you can really do is plant the seed if someone's not willing to really listen and take it in. Oh, the speakers are all borked. That sounds horrible. Oh, I think you guys need to talk to each other. You need to go talk to him before he gets the wrong idea. This is not a place that I wanted things to go to. Now they all get to see the aftermath for the first time. Oh. Of course they would do this. Of course they would hang them up. Irrational. What they did was anything but irrational. It's not his fault. Oh, I hate this. He needs something to focus on. He needs someone to blame. He's blaming the wrong person. He'll regret placing the blame in this manner when he finds out who the front man really is. If that happens.
봉합은 잘 됐는데 피를 많이 흘렸어.
내 필요해.
혈액형.
Yeah, hopefully their blood matches. Oh, that's the universal one, right? I don't know much about blood and giving blood. I'm very squeamish towards real life blood and fictional blood as well, frankly. I'm very squeamish in general, but especially towards real life blood giving. Can't stand it. They're all going to be assigned something through these balls. Red versus blue? Not on the same team.
아직 뭐 하는지도 모르잖아.
If it's one against the other, then one of them might die here. It's amazing that they've both lasted this long to begin with, honestly. They're not on the same team. Gi-hun's is not in a good state of mind right now. Who knows what he's going to do? Oh, right in the neck? Really? Is that really the... Why would you take blood from there? No, I don't like that. Oh, no. Okay. There's just something about the process of like drawing blood out that just like really I can't deal with. I guess he's taking it from multiple places because probably of how much blood he needs. Oh, no. Okay. Sorry. I'm like not paying enough attention to the screen. Why did he take it from the neck? That's so interesting. There might be a certain reason for that I'm just not aware of.
내 출구를 찾아 탈출하거나 숨어서 빨간 팀에게 잡히지 않으면 통과입니다.
숨은 사람을 찾기만 하면 되는 거예요?
빨간 팀은 게임
Hide and seek.
죽이면 통과입니다.
Kill them. Wait. They have to directly kill each other?
파란 팀을 찾아내서 죽여야 합니다.
The red team is killing the blue team.
저 사람들이
Oh,
우리를 죽인다.
you have to kill someone. Oh my god. So the red team's just screwed. How does the red team win this?
이게 뭐죠?
그 열쇠로 게임장의 문들을 통과하실 수 있습니다.
저쪽이 너무 유리한 거 아닙니까? 맞아.
No, sorry.
거기다 우리
저 인간들을 죽여야 되는 거잖아.
저놈들이 우리 제발 죽여주세요. 이럴 것도 아니고.
So the blue team, the way that they win is that they have to hide and go into rooms that are locked, and the red team has to kill people.
여러분께도 작은 선물.
Knives and keys. The red team has knives and the blue team has keys. Oh my god. They're forcing the red team to kill the blue team. Of course, they have to make the knives look all playful and you literally have to kill someone or you don't make it to the next round. Why would you do that?
빨간 팀은 받으신 칼로 파란 팀을 공격하시면 됩니다. 서로를 공격하는 것은 금지합니다.
Oh, they put that little bit in because I knew they would do that.
또 뭐라도 줘야죠. 그렇지. 이거 달랑 열쇠 하나 줘놓고 이거 불공평하지?
너희들이 더 쉽네.
맞네. 쉽겠네 너희들이.
형님. 그런 거 잘 하시잖아요.
I'm so glad that those guys ended up on the different sides of this because that guy, the older guy, needs to learn what it actually means to be here.
게임이 시작되기 전에 상대 팀과 역할을 바꾸실 수 있습니다.
뭐?
Oh, we can switch. Oh, the mom and son are going to switch for sure.
게임이 시작된 후에는 금지됩니다. 부디 신중하게 선택하시길 바랍니다.
I don't want to see Gi-hun do this. That is an absolutely horrifying concept for a game. This is going to be an absolute bloodbath. They just gave them very sharp knives. This is going to be so bad.
네요, 빨리 오세요. 지금 출발해요.
황영, 먼저 출발해. 난 못 가.
무슨 소리예요?
Oh,
설마 아직도 그 얘기예요?
내 촉이 웬만하면 틀린 적이 없거든. 뭐 알아내면
he's not just giving it up. Thank God.
박 선장 그럼 조심해.
최 이사님.
Around that prick. Oh, he's fully gung-ho. I mean, good. Calling him a prick, letting him know how serious he is about this. The detective cannot take that as just like a mere, flight of fancy. He has to take it seriously, hopefully.
형님이 죽었어.
큰형님이 죽었다고요? 어찌다가요?
That's right, they don't know. None of these guys that worked with him know anything.
그런 게 아니라 그러니까 이게
So much has happened in the last few days in this world.
가위바위보 하나 빼기 알지? 그래. 형님 그걸 딱 뺐으면 된 아니다. 어디 가서.
There's like a cat walking by.
뭔 말이야 그것이? 가위바위보다가 그게 사람.
Where was that? There was like a cat walking by in the mirror. That was so random.
저 안에끼리 다
I'm so mad that this creepy, crazy lady actually has followers.
내 손을 잡고
Of course she does.
주신다.
Ugh. Oh, I can't stand her.
너 사람 죽여봤어?
쌀을 맞아 죽을 것이야.
한쪽이랑 바꿔. 너 숨는 거 존나 잘하잖아.
I also hate this guy.
어디 숨어 있었어? 내가 그렇게 무서웠어?
This asshole killed that girl, and he just kind of like watched it happen. Minsu just kind of watched it happen.
년이 사람 개무시하다. 씨발 어디서
You are an idiot.
봤어?
Nothing more than Thanos' little stooge.
구해줘야지. 그 씨발년은 너를 존나 좋아하더만. 지금 눈빛 너무 좋아. 이 눈빛 그대로 들어가가지고, 응? 너도 해버려. 빠새끼 뒤지고. 우리 팀. 그러니까 이번엔 용기를 좀 내, 민수야.
Poor Minsu has just been thrown around this entire the Thanos imitation. That's crazy. That guy is literally psychotic. He is one of the most psychopathic characters in this whole thing. And Minsu, I feel bad for him that he had to watch that, but he could have helped more, I think. But he was also frozen in place.
칼 나한테 줘. 내가 최대한 빨리 한 명 탈락시키고 너 찾아갈게.
넌 사람 죽이는 게 쉬워?
나는 너랑 그 돈만 가지고 갈 수 있으면 여기 있는 사람 다 죽일 수 있어.
이 아이 지키려면 나도 뭐든지 할 수 있어.
네가 나를 죽여.
Wow.
시작 그 칼로 나 찌르고 너 여기서 나가. 그럼 너랑 아이는 살 수 있잖아.
He's been painted as nothing but selfish. And you can clearly see him changing ever since the beginning of season 2. I really like his character arc a lot, and him willing to sacrifice himself like that says a lot.
칼든 놈들이 눈에 불을 켜고 쫓아올 건데 우리 둘이 손 붙잡고서 다니다가는
네가 어떻게 이걸로 살인을?
I have the same worries, frankly. I don't see him doing that.
동네 애들이랑 싸워도 맨날 바보처럼 저 터지고 들어왔어.
It's really hard for me to imagine him actively stabbing someone,
엄마가 그걸 사람 쫓아가
even to save himself. I don't know.
한번 반항도 못했잖아.
They're both not cut out for this game.
내가 해볼게.
It's another reason that I love season 2 more than season 1. I love so many of these stories. The pregnant girl and her entanglement with the YouTuber guy, the relationship built between Gi-hun and his group, the mother and her son, player 120. How could you think you could approach him for anything? My guy, the balls. I mean, God.
저도 누굴 죽여야 되잖아요.
그건 내가
He feels like he needs to protect himself from Gi-hun because the red players can't kill each other. I don't know, this stare down has been going on for so long. I'm wondering if he's thinking something that I'm just like not considering. Like, is he really thinking that he wants to kill him? And he blames him? Or is it something entirely different?
나한테 왜 이래요? 왜 자꾸 그렇게 쳐다보냐고요? 내가 뭘 그렇게 잘못했는데? 못 이겼어요. 우리 어차피 못 이겼다고요. 이딴 식으로 쳐다보지 마! 나 때문 아니라고! 싸움도 이기고 투표도 이기고! 당신 때문이야. 당신이 말한 그 말도 안 되는 작전 때문에 다 죽은 거야. 당신이 죽인 거야.
This actor is incredible. I love his character so much. He's so interesting. And I frankly kind of agree with a lot of what he said. I mean, I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but I agree with a lot of what he said.
집에 급한 일이 생겼대.
갑자기? 쫄아서 튀인 거 아니야? 폰만 잡고 목소리 큰 그런 인간들이 알고 보면 겁이 많다니까. 맨날 하는 일 없이 술만 처마시더만.
He's actively trying to do something to help the situation, and that is to unearth whatever he can about you, Captain. This is going to be just absolutely putrid to watch.
엄마 찾으러 갈게. 엄마 찾아서 내가 지켜줄게.
잡아 죽인다고 난리를 쳤잖여. 근데 결국 누가 먼저 뒤졌어?
아버지.
근데 내가 여기서 죽었어? 어?
Good point. I mean, she's a survivor.
이 무기도 있다.
She survived this long. Oh, that's true. She has her hair thing. I forgot about that.
엄마랑 여섯 꼭 나가는겨. 어?
Can these two survive another game together? It seems impossible, but it seemed impossible this entire time.
약속 지켜.
Oh, are they still allowed to trade? I thought trading was over with. I have a feeling he will. He was willing to put his life down to sacrifice himself directly to you. I think he's a changed man. At least I hope he doesn't prove me wrong, but I want to believe that he is. That this whole experience has changed him. And he has killed someone already. He killed Thanos. They have 2 minutes. 2-minute head start.
숨어있지 말고 다들 흩어져서 출구를 찾아봅시다.
I don't trust a single thing that guy says about anything. I would not listen to a word that he says about anything for any reason. course, there has to be a creepy song to go along with it.
나랑 같이 할래? 파란 조끼 놈들은 가만히 죽어줄까? 아니거든. 시발 죽어라고 반항할 거 아니야. 그러면은 우리 둘이 같이 잡는 게 훨씬 더 유리할 거 아니야.
Don't make alliances with him.
할머니.
This whole Reds can't attack Reds thing, I don't trust that that's not going to happen anyway. At least these three have each other. I love Player 120 so much.
너 타노스 찌를 때 진짜.
Oh, that's why. That's why he went to him specifically, because he killed Thanos. Okay. And he really started to resent Thanos. I don't trust it. I'm not ready for this. Stop it with the Thanos impression. You're a shadow of Thanos. Oh, I don't want to watch this. This is awful. Well, I'm clearly wrong. He definitely blames him. Oh, God. Oh, no. There was already so much going on in this first episode. As we were starting to get towards the end there, I was like, okay, I am not ready for this. And I feel like the episode's about to end because we've been going for a long time. There's no way they can fit this whole game into one episode. So I was like, okay, I can wait till the next episode to witness the crazy bloodbath that's about to happen. I can only imagine how this is going to go. And I hate that Gi-hun blames Dae-ho for what happened. It's not his fault. I mean, this is my opinion kind of in regards to Dae-ho and even like Min-soo. These are two characters who, in the moment when horrible things were happening around them, they had, they froze. They froze up. In Dae-ho's case, he like had a very clearly visible like panic attack. He just totally froze on the spot and couldn't move anymore. And Min-soo also just like clearly not cut out for dealing with what was happening underneath of him in that episode of last season when Thanos' right-hand man, that guy, that creepy little freak, was stabbing that girl that they had befriended with a bottle like that he had thrown down there, that Min-soo had thrown down there. I just can't even imagine what you would do in that situation. And like, maybe it's just because I empathize with them and the fact that they are just not cut out for this at all. They're just not meant to be here and taking part in these activities. I've seen things online, like I've read people's like opinions on things about season 1 and season 2 and like how things go in the story and about the characters. And I've seen a lot of people really mad at Min-soo. And I think I've seen people mad at like Dae-ho for being cowards. Like that's what people call them, is, they're cowards for not stepping up and doing something in their different situations. And it's easy to say as audience members, what we would hope we would do in those situations and who we would hope we would be. But a lot of us would be just like that. And I just empathize with characters who are in a situation like this, who are clearly just not cut out for it. And they're basically doomed. Like they're doomed to either die from one of the games or to die from one of the other players or to like sit back and have to like witness horrible things and then die. Like some people just, they can't step into the role of, the survivor or the attacker. And I just feel bad that Dae-ho now is the focus of Gi-hun's anger and despair. And there's just obviously so much going on there behind his eyes. This episode was he was so just out of it. And it's so different from any other way we've seen him. In the first season, he was kind of like goofy to begin with. And then we moved on throughout the season to see him really, earn the win that he eventually got. And then in season 2, he was so serious and so determined and so dedicated to putting a stop to these games. And now this season, coming into this first episode, he just seems so lost behind the eyes. It's like everything has just been wiped from him. And all he can focus on now is blaming someone, putting the blame on Dae-ho. And I assume in the next episode, I don't know, I really hope he doesn't take it out on Dae-ho and kill him, obviously. But that is what I think might happen now, because he's been driven to this point of no return where he's lost. He lost his best friend. His entire plan just went out the drain. He caused a bunch of people to die. I mean, he let a lot of people die in that night leading up to the shootout because he thought it would help them get the upper hand against the guards, take their weapons and stuff. He let a bunch of people die. He sacrificed a bunch of people on his side in order to try and get out of here, in order to try and steal all the weapons, steal all the guns, steal the magazines, shoot their way out, and make their way to the top. Obviously, not knowing that the front man was there along with him every step of the way, just leading them on. And he is placing all his blame. Gi-hun is placing all his blame in the wrong place, and I really hope he realizes it before it's too late. I really hope that next episode we don't see him do something that he's going to severely regret, even more than he already regrets everything else that's happened so far. Like, if he goes through with this and does kill Dae-ho, I feel like it's a point of no return for him and his character. Maybe in the end, Ho's going to end up proving the front man right. Whatever the front man is trying to teach him, whatever lesson the front man is trying to teach him with all this, maybe the front man will end up coming up on top, and Gi-hun will eventually end up coming to see it his way. And that's so heartbreaking because we're following Gi-hun in this series. We're wanting him to succeed. We want him to take down these games. These games are disgusting and awful, and you don't want them to exist anymore. Gi-hun is like the representation of the games being taken down. At least he was in the second season, and now it's totally up in the air. They have to keep playing the games. These games are clearly going to get played out until the very end. It's over. The resistance is seemingly over. And unless the boat of people trying to find the island, which is also seemingly not going to happen because the captain keeps leading them on and the detective won't listen to reason about the captain. Everything seems so doomed, and I don't know where they can go from here. What can happen next to make this feel any less doomed than how it feels right now? Because right now, it just feels like there's no end to these games in sight. They're no closer to ending this than they were at the beginning of season 2. In fact, the one person who may have been driven enough to take down the games has seemingly lost all of that drive that he once had for very obvious reasons and very understandably. But I'm really nervous about what comes next episode. We'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this first episode. Let me know what you thought of last season. I know I don't have reactions up for the previous 2 seasons because I've watched them before ever having a reaction channel, but I really wanted to watch this third season on here with you guys because I really enjoy doing this, and I thought it would be fun to watch on here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I will see you in the next episode of Squid Game.